Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Untitled Chapter viewers. In this video, I have a very important one, I think, for a lot of you guys. I've gotten so many questions asking me what's the fastest way to charge your iPhone safely, and today I've got a lot of information thanks to a Mac Rumors post by Julie Clover here. So this article goes over the iPhone 10 charging speeds, and they compare the fastest and easiest ways to charge your iPhone. And there were various tests done here, and I think the graphs speak largely for pretty much what I've been saying in my other videos about wireless charging versus wired, and as well as what's the most effective way and cheapest way to charge your iPhone 10 quickly. So before we get too far into this, I do want to say that in their testing, they actually used the exact same power adapter, if I scroll down here, this one, that I have linked to in my other video that I said was basically the best budget charger for your iPhone 10. I will have that linked again down below in the description. I'll probably also put it in the comments in case some of you guys are too lazy to look in the description, whatever. I'll have that linked for you guys directly to it. I know it sold out last time that I posted links to it, but again, I'm gonna post it again. Don't sell it out, just kidding, go get it. It's a decent charger. So anyways, let's go over some of these results. So first, they had the 5-watt wireless charging, which is basically anything before iOS 11.2, which unlocked 7.5-watt wireless. Then we've got the 5-watt wired. That's just with the normal Apple brick that comes with your phone. It's a piece of crap. Then we've got the 12-watt wired, which is the iPad charger. And then we've got USB-C 18-watt plus. So basically anything above 18 watts is kind of overkill, at least in their testing. 18 watts was kind of the max. They were all the same after that because the chip in the USB-C to Lightning cable actually can tell how much wattage is going through and everything, and it limits it so it doesn't damage the battery. So that's good. So let's scroll down a little bit. Again, these are the same things that I've pretty much gone over. They actually used the Belkin wireless charging pad instead of the Mophie one that I have, but they're pretty much the same specs. And then the iPad charger, and then they use an 18 watt from Choe Tech, I don't know, some Chinese company. They're a little bit on the cheaper end, in case you're wondering. Some of their products are kind of iffy. And then we got Apple, Anker, and Apple again. Anker is usually pretty solid. So let's scroll down here. Use the same iPhone 10. Battery was drained to 1% and then charged up. And these are the results. So as you can see, after 0 minutes, they were all at 1%. 15 minutes, 11, 11, 14, 21, 28, 27 here for the 29 watt, and 26 for the 30 watt. And then 87 watt was only at 27. So as you can see, they're all pretty much exactly the same here with, you know, minor differences, but that's negligible. So they're all pretty much the same no matter how high you go after 18 watts, which is kind of weird because Apple, I think, advertises the 29 watt for the fast charging. Now at 30 minutes with the 5-watt wireless charger, we've got 20%, 21 on the wired. So these are pretty much the exact same. So if you set your phone on the wireless charger pre-iOS 11.2, it's going to charge the same as a 5-watt wired with the charging brick that it comes with. However, once you step up to iOS 11.2, you're going to get slightly increased speeds. Now, this also means slightly increased heat to the device, which could deteriorate the battery long term, but that's not a huge deal for most people. Most people don't think of that. So I'm sure Apple designed it to be 7.5 watts because they know that it won't destroy the battery so quickly like some of Samsung's phones can do, like 15 watt. So whatever, 7.5 watt looks pretty decent. Then we move on to the iPad charger. And as you can see, this is where the big jump takes place. So if you guys don't want to spend any money whatsoever and on an extra charger, you can go ahead and just use your 12-watt wired cable that you've got probably laying around because you probably have an iPad. You can use that charging brick and get pretty decent speeds. I mean, this is what, 10% difference maybe? So that's pretty decent. Then with the 18 watt, which I don't recommend just because that brand is kind of iffy, but I would jump up to this one right here. This is the main one I'm going to focus on. This is the 30 watt Anker. These are both the Apple ones. Basically does the same thing. It's just cheaper. So I will, again, links down below. So as you can see with the USB-C chargers here, they are pretty much the same. Again, I recommend the 30 watt Anker because it's cheaper and it works. So here is their Apple kit, basically, if you want to spend $75 to fast charge your phone. I do recommend getting this. Whatever you do, get the USB-C to Lightning cable that Apple sells because that is very important for durability as well as not breaking your phone. You need an MFI certified cable, and this is probably the best one for that. So this is $75. This is what? This will be 30 plus 25, so 55 bucks here, or even less if you get the CHOE Tech, whatever you call it, for that. So again, I recommend this one. I'll link both of these in case you guys are just really tight on cash and you want to go with this one. I just don't know the brand as well, and I know they make cheaper products, so I associate that in my mind with worse products. But I don't know if that's true or not. It's just cheaper. And they also did mention something later on, which I'll go over about Tech. But anyways, standard iPhone and iPad charger. So this is the iPad charger in case you've never seen one. This is the one that comes with your phone. Pretty basic stuff. Wireless chargers. Now here's where things get a little interesting in case you guys are into the whole wireless charge game here. The Tech or whatever 5-watt charger was slower than the Belkin 5-watt at 5 watts. So they're not really sure what's going on with that, but I'm pretty sure that has to do with quality. So personally, I would steer away from that one, even though it is Qi certified. So I'm going to break everything down at the end of this video, so don't worry if I'm talking fast. I'm just trying to get through this shit for you guys. Demonetized. But yeah, so I'm trying to break this down for you guys as quickly as possible here, and then I'll do an overview at the end. But I would stay away from this charger, which I will show at the end as well. I'll link it down below in case you guys want to check it out. It's cheap, so if you don't care about the slower speeds, maybe you set your phone on it at night, then whatever. But these are just my recommendations. So you got 5-watt wireless, 5-watt wired, 7.5-watt wireless, and 12-watt wired. If you're not on iOS 11.2, what are you doing? Get on it. It's faster charging, fixes that date bug, so I would get on 11.2. These are the 2 wireless chargers that you can use with your iPhone 10 or iPhone 8. You get the Mophie here, and you got the Belkin here. I have the Mophie, works great. I have noticed a few times I'll wake up in the morning and my phone will be at like 67%. It won't fully charge. Don't know if it's I get so many notifications that it's like pushing it off the center of this or something. I don't know, but I have noticed that. Maybe it's overheating. I don't know, but just keep that in mind. It hasn't happened too recently, but it's happened at least twice. The Belkin one's a little bit bigger, but the charging radius should still be the same. Let's scroll down here a little bit. Now, this is where you really need to keep in mind, whoops, you need to keep in mind that Apple can be a little bit weird with what they allow third parties to do. And what this is saying is something that I've said in my other videos. I guess Mac Rumors is just picking up on this now. For example, that Tech person or brand said that we get notice from Apple, great English, engineer that current iOS only support 5-watt Qi wireless charging currently. 7.5-watt wireless charging is encrypted. I don't know. I don't know how that stuff works, but I doubt it. And never released to third-party manufacturer. So basically they're saying it's always going to be 5-watt. Even if it's a 10-watt charger, you're only going to get 5 watts. That sucks. So that's why you don't cheap out on things sometimes. When it comes to my battery on my phone, I want the best of the best. I just spent $1,000, well, $1,200 on my phone. I want the best. So I'll pay $60 for a Mophie charger, whatever. But again, personal preference. Scrolling down here, this is the Tech wireless charger. I'll show another picture right here. I wouldn't necessarily say stay away from it. I personally would stay away from it, but I'm not going to tell you guys to because I don't know of anything particularly wrong with it besides it's cheap and it doesn't charge as fast. I would get either the Belkin one or the Mophie. I think the Mophie is a little bit higher quality. Again, personal opinion. So for wireless charging, definitely go Mophie or Belkin for this one. I know it's 60 bucks. You got to pay to play. You can get cheaper ones, but just don't expect the fastest charging out of them. Now, if you're using this like I am occasionally in a pinch, go for it. It's whatever. It works. If you can use an iPad charger, definitely use that. And then if you have a MacBook, you can use one of these. They'll all charge the same speed. All of these pretty much are the same speed. This is the big MacBook, 87 watt. This is the smaller 29 watt. This is the 18 watt, and this is 30 watt. This is the one I have. This is the one I reviewed. I said it was great. It is pretty good. I think it looks good. It's probably the best looking out of all of them. And again, it works pretty much the same as all the rest. The only thing I do recommend, again, is to use Apple's USB-C to Lightning cable. I know it's expensive, but it works, and it's MFI certified. Obviously, it's made by Apple, so you know it's not going to destroy your device. Now, if you're super, super paranoid and you want only, something that's not going to destroy your device no matter what, well, almost no matter what, get everything Apple. Just pick up one of these 29-watt chargers, pick up a USB-C to Lightning cable, pay the 75 bucks, and be on your way. I actually considered that, but I cheaped out and went with the Anchor. Saved about 15 bucks, 20 bucks. But yeah, as you can see from the graph, pretty much the same. So hopefully this video helped you guys decide on what you want to do. Again, you can go the more expensive route, you can go the cheaper route, you can mix and match, do whatever you want. But I know there's going to be tons of comments like, hey, can I buy this cheap knockoff cable? Yes, you can buy it. No, I wouldn't recommend it. Don't go plugging, you know, a $2 cable into your $1,200 plus phone. It's just stupid. Just spend an extra 50 bucks. If you can't afford that, you probably shouldn't have the phone. Okay, I'm just saying. But you know, keep your devices in good condition. You know, don't mess with the battery. Don't leave it out in the heat. That'll destroy your battery quicker than any of this. Heat's the worst thing for batteries, pretty much. So just treat your devices well, get it what it needs, get it some decent equipment here for fast charging if you're going to do that. And again, I don't recommend fast charging every day. I know this video is full of tons of good information. Don't fast charge every day because it does stress the battery just a bit. But yeah, when you're in a pinch, all of these will perform pretty much the same. And I would recommend getting on 11.2 for wireless charging, so you've got at least this speed. So you can get 46% in 60 minutes. It's not too bad. But that's all I got for this video, guys. I know it's a long one. It goes over a lot of stuff. I know I talked pretty quickly because this is going to be a really long video. And links to everything down below. If you enjoyed this video and if it helped you, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.